It was actually becoming quite a problem. I'm somebody who exercises a lot, and I was experiencing stress incontinence, so it was just awful, really. I had to wear pads, I was conscious of what I wore, and there was lots of things I just couldn't do. The problem was getting bigger, and it was really impacting on my day-to-day functioning, things like coughing and sneezing, and becoming very self-conscious at the gym and places like that. So I thought, it's only going to get worse, so I guess, now's the time. I went and saw my GP and discussed the issue with him, and he gave me a referral to see Professor Rashid. And so I came along here. Look, he was fabulous. He sort of discussed the problem with me and showed me lots of diagrams, and so that I really understood what my options were. I did a bladder retraining program with the nurses to work on my pelvic floor and those sorts of things, which did help. However, it didn't completely fix the problem. So then I opted for the surgery. I had a prolapsed bladder, basically. So I had a sling put in. I think they call it a TBT, but so I had a sling put in. It was fairly straightforward. I was only in hospital for the day. In fact, I was home by lunchtime. It was fairly straightforward. I had to refrain from any physical exercise for 4 to 6 weeks after, which for me was the tricky bit. But it was worth it, yeah. It wasn't until, because I wasn't able to do anything for the 4 to 6 weeks, I still wasn't sure how effective it had been. But I signed up for a boot camp once I was allowed to exercise, and it was immediate. It was amazing. I'd done 3 or 4 boot camps before I'd had the procedure done. So it was, I could get through the whole session. I didn't need to go to the toilet. I didn't need to wear any pads. I could run up and down stairs, push-ups, star jumps, you name it, jump on the trampoline with my kids, those sorts of things that I just really wasn't able to do before. Scott, my husband particularly, noticed a difference because it had become such a concern for me. So certainly, and as I said, I was able to up the physical activity without the self-consciousness and all those sorts of things that went with it. So that's had a big impact. I'd put up with the problem, it was probably for close to 5 years, but it had been getting worse and worse to the point that it was really having an impact on me. And it was something that I hadn't really said to anyone because I was too embarrassed. But I'd watch my mum go through similar things. Obviously, she's an older lady, but trying to sort it out in her 60s. It's definitely worth it. It's changed my life, for sure. And I think sort of being younger and obviously fitter, that's had an impact on the recovery as well. So, and look, Professor Rashid was fantastic. He's very easy to talk to. I never felt embarrassed or uncomfortable, which you think that you would with a sensitive issue such as that. But no, he was really fantastic. I felt really informed, really comfortable the whole way through it, actually. So, he was very, very sensitive, which was nice. Look, I'd encourage anybody, because you really don't have to put up with it. And it was for me, it's just made an extreme difference. Like it's like I'm a new person, really. No more pads, no more having to worry about sneezing, coughing. Can do stuff with my kids, can run for miles. So it's worth it. Don't put up with the girls.